So your homework today is 114, 30 through 40. You might as well just write 30 through 40, but that's the same assignment it's going to be on Monday. And some of the problems are pretty fast. Some of them are a bit more in-depth. So I would say if you want to be on it, do 5 of them, 4 or 5 of them today, and then do the other ones next week. Now Math 7 doesn't even have to do homework today necessarily. Again, the difference between our classes, right? Because we have to keep on pace. Now, the other way you could think about this is on Monday, your homework is just 30 to 40, and it's a bigger homework. Because I'm not going to collect it on Monday. But that's up to you how you split up your homework. But our lesson is going to be split between today and Monday. So, anyone feel like reading? Question?
I can't read.
Yeah, so if I can't even pop this thing up. There, you guys talk, it should pick you up. And that's the other reason, guys, why I'm really particular about when somebody else is sharing for the rest of us to be quiet. Because if we have a classmate who's sick or out for a religious holiday or whatever, and they're at home and they go to try to watch the video, and, Caroline or Quinn or somebody's saying something really good, but if Savannah's over there singing Let It Go, we're probably not going to be able to hear, sorry, it's just in my head from this morning, we're probably not going to be able to hear whatever somebody's saying. So that goes with the videos. And I was just sharing with Mr. Smith, I figured out a new strategy that should avoid any tech issues, and our recording should be good for the rest of the year. I figured out how to just straight upload it as soon as it's recorded. So videos should get up pretty quickly now. So please head your notes. I'm going to flip my screen around so I can get my notes down here. We are doing CC3 114 today. Not backwards, I need to go forward. So today's date, what's our date? 8/24. Topic 114 in CC3. And it's analyzing data. If you want to make your life easy, just analyzing data. And before we can analyze data, we have to collect data. Right? So statisticians, anybody's parent a statistician or know what statisticians do, you have to love numbers to become a statistician. Sorry, go again. Could potentially, yeah, maybe. Okay.
They collect, they use the data that they get and they analyze it.
Yeah, they collect data and analyze data and present the results to whoever has hired them to do X, Y, or Z. So maybe Nike hires them to say, hey, we put Michael Jordan in our advertisements. We want to know what the sales of our sneakers were post the advertisements involving Michael Jordan. Statistician collect that data and present it to Nike and say, was Michael Jordan a good use of your money for advertising, or should you have gone Shaquille O'Neal instead? Statisticians, right? So it depends on what job you get hired for, but statisticians collect data and then analyze it and then present it. That's what we're going to do today with Newton's Revenge. So does anybody feel like reading for me? Not your name tag. Sorry, that just goofed me way up because Marley is right beside you, but you're Marin, so that messed up my brain for about 5 seconds. Marin, I will pull this down for just a moment for us to read. Go ahead and read here, and then let's move on. If you want to stop reading here, we can have somebody else. But we're going to read the setup for Newton's Revenge too.
Computing batting averages, performing scientific experiments, and polling people during elections are just a few examples of how data can provide useful information when it is collected and analyzed. In this lesson, you will be collecting and organizing data to determine the potential danger of riding a roller coaster.
Anybody else want to read? Quinn, go ahead.
I can read both a really deep voice. Have you heard about Newton's Revenge? The new roller coaster? It's so big, fast, and scary that rumors about it are already spreading. Some people are worried about the tunnel that thrills riders with its low ceiling. The closest the ceiling of the tunnel ever comes to the seat of the roller coaster is 200 centimeters. Although no accidents have been reported yet, it is said that the very tall riders have stopped riding the roller coaster. Your task: consider how you determine the tunnel is actually safe for any rider, no matter how tall. Discuss the questions below with your team. Be ready to say your response to the rest of the class. Discussion points. What is the problem about? What is it asking you to do? What information can help you answer this question? How can you get the information you need?
So we can't really go ask that super tall rider how tall he is. And even if we could, is it really height? Like, is height the only thing we're worried about here? No, because, I mean, hopefully it doesn't chop your head off. It'd be a poorly designed roller coaster. What are we worried about? Braden. So I'm really bad. So as soon as we have our photo roster printed, I promise I'm going to study your names. Like, we'll learn your names. Braden.
When people flare their arms in the air screaming, it could possibly cut their hands off.
What do we normally call that? With like how what's like one word?
Like just
Yeah, Mallory. Reach, right? Because arm length would be misleading. I don't get my whole arm, right? I only get part of my arm. So what we're going to do here is compare as your height changes. Would we think that our reach changes? Yeah, as your height changes, your reach changes, right? So here's what we're going to relate. These, I'll set up two different ones, and you're going to have somebody heavy enough to at least set that down, or you're going to have to come use this. These are the chairs of our roller coaster. Okay? The tunnel is 200 centimeters tall. You're not standing while you're riding, unless you go back and ride the Mantis back in the old days. But now they made it a sit roller coaster. It's a roller coaster Cedar Point used to stand while riding. It was sweet. You want to know, how does your height compare to your reach? And is there a point where we would say, like, hey, you shouldn't ride the roller coaster, you're going to chop your hands off? Right? Because if I stand, I'm almost 200 centimeters tall. We're working metric. Remember, we're going with the rest of the world. So, seated reach. Okay, how high you can reach on this sentence. So the data you want to collect for your whole group is what is, and actually I'll modify this. We're not going to use these seats. Let's just use your desks. This group, we're going to have to use a different desk or grab some chairs from the other room or something. Let's just use your desks or your seats at your desk for the roller coaster because it'll be easier for you guys. I'm going to bring around a measuring tape to each group. Each of your groups has 4 stickers right now. Each of those is going to correspond to one of you. So pick a color, bless you. Please don't fight. Just figure it out. What you want to do, now hold on, don't unstick the stickers. What we are going to do, once we collect this data, is organize it together. Hey, don't unstick the stickers yet. You are going to write your initials on your sticker, whatever color is you, and come up and place it in the correct corresponding location. Height, right here, and reach out here. Right now, we have a danger zone. Danger zone, the danger zone. No? Anybody?
Yes.
Isn't that like the Kenny Loggins song?
Yeah. Kenny Loggins, actually, but
Oh, I was close.
right here is our danger zone, right? If your reach extends beyond 200, you're going to chop your hands off. I should write in all caps or not, but not a mixture. So that's our danger zone, right? Hopefully we don't end up out there. And then we're going to extend this to a very tall person. But your first task, and we'll see how long this takes, is just to collect data and then place it up here. Once we have all of our stickers up here, then we will move on. Make sense? So use your measuring tape first, measure height standing, right? Because at the roller coaster entrance, they measure your height standing. Then, seated, you're going to measure what your reach is. Then, come place your sticker. And you're all going to have to help each other. They're working as a team. You have one measuring tape. You may also use meter sticks if you'd like, but the measuring tape's easier. On the red measuring tapes, these centimeters are on the bottom. Okay, they're both facing the same direction, unlike your ruler where you have to flip it, but the centimeters are on the bottom. Okay, this has both, and I got to check that your tape has both. Yours might not because it's a Stanley. It's just American. It does not. So we can convert yours. Just do yours in inches, and then before you go to put them on the graph, we can convert it on the computer. So who can tell me what you're doing right now? And it should probably take like maybe 10 minutes. Micah?
You're going to measure your height standing up and then your reach sitting down.
Height standing up, reach sitting down. For height, some people like ask for a ruler for their head or whatever. Just get like flat and try to make the best approximation. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just try to make the best approximation for people. And you can't be like, oh, I'm 5'8", my doctor told me. It's like, we're doing metric, right? So everybody's going to have to probably measure their height, then sit and measure your reach. Have at it. I'm going to give you at least 10 minutes. I'm not going to talk again.
Inches. Or centimeters.
Do we have to count?
No, because you had your shoes on at the amusement park, right? Like, so whatever your height is height as standing. No, don't measure in American. I should not hear 6'3". I should hear like 100 something. Oh, yeah, sorry, you're that group.
No, I'm not.
So write that down.
So who's what color?
I'm 163.
Who's what color?
Measure my reach.
I was 62. What color are you?
Yeah, reach is from the ground up. Hey, reach is from the ground up, not the seat up, the ground up. You just need a red shirt.
Okay, so I'm 163.
What's your name?
Your initials on there, right? But if you end up at the same place as another dot, please offset it a little bit so we can still read initials. Because some of you might end up really close to each other. So please don't completely cover anybody else's sticker.
What was Caitlin's? And then what was yours?
So I can just, if you guys want to do the conversion manually, I can just give you that conversion factor. So what you would want to do is centimeters in 1 inch. So you would take your number of inches and just multiply, I believe it's 2.54, yeah. So if you take your number of inches and multiply by 2.54, so like when we use a conversion factor, centimeters will equal 2.54 times inches. So that's how we convert.
Lizzie might get her hands chopped off. I'm only 77. You're not 34. So then you will Somebody bring their paper.
What was your reach?
Yeah. 2.54. Yeah. So centimeters are smaller, but because of that, they don't need to use fractions or partials as much. You can just round to the closest one. So instead of saying like 5 feet 8.5 inches, it would be like 163. Like there's no different feet, inches, halves, like. Yes. Yep. So whatever color you're taking, put the initials on there. George, I don't know if I could have planned a better first take risk to like break the ice with your class. Like, hey, just get up here, have fun. Everyone else will have fun. It was awesome. I enjoyed that very much. 5 minutes. We should all have our stickers on there in 5 minutes. You can round to the nearest whole, like nearest whole centimeter. Like after you multiply by 2.54. Is anyone in the danger zone yet?
No.
All right, we're all safe.
We're getting really close.
We all still keep our hands. Once a group is done, is your group done?
Mr. Hudson.
Is there a group who's done? Mari, is your group done? You guys can measure me.
How much is 6'4" inches?
Multiply. So turn it into all inches, and then multiply it by 2.54. Yeah, and somebody needs to spot it. So how tall am I first? Centimeters. It's like 193 probably, something like that. 189. I think I shrunk some last year. All right, 189. So like 190, right about there. And then, sorry, what's my reach? You pull that up. You just locked it. But that's bad because you only lock it once it's out. It stays there. So here, go lock it. You gotta pull a bunch of it out first. Ooh, but it's the same. That's really, no, it can be right. That's just interesting.
Wow.
That's really crazy. I'm 190 for both. It's weird, my body's awkward. So actually, there's a thing in Chicago where you go to the museum. Whose tape was this? There's a camera that points out, and there's like a mirror, and there's a projector that goes on the mirror, and it measures you, your width, your wingspan. This is what you call your wingspan from fingertip to fingertip, and it compares it to your height, and it gives you a ratio, and it tells you like what things you'd be good at. Like I'm a really good swimmer because I have really long arms, and long legs. I gotta put my sticker on. See if I'm gonna lose my hands. About 2 minutes. We should all have our stickers on.
Am I supposed to divide, multiply, divide?
Multiply by 2.54.
I got somewhere in the thousands.
No. So what's your inches?
My inches was
Just inches. 62 times 2.54. Not like 254, but 2.54. Try it again. Trust me.
I am.
Careful. Don't let the tapes like snap back. They might hit you. So your wingspan should
Oh, it's 100.
be yours.
Yeah.
Your wingspan should be how tall you are.
Although I don't want
Here. Sorry, I should have labeled. Hey, I forgot to label reach. I think you all figured it out, but this axis was our reach since this was our height. Mr. Smith, I'm close to losing my hands.
Don't lose your head.
So this is your reach. So what was your height? 145. And then this is your oh, sorry, one more over. Right at the bottom of that cluster. Perfect. Alright, any other stickers to get up here? I know, because reach doesn't necessarily directly correspond to how tall you are. You might be taller, but not have as much reach as you are.
I get farther down.
Any other stickers? Get them up here. Can you grab a seat? Then your team needs out one sheet of graph paper. Choose one person to be your scribe. Choose one person to be your scribe. The person that's going to write. Scribe means to write. One blank piece of graph paper. Yeah, one blank piece of graph paper.
Really